Sawadee krap, welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. I'm JP Mestanza, and it's Friday, September 20th, meaning the latest edition of the Phuket News is now out. It comes with the Rugby World Cup wall chart with the schedules and so much more to help you keep track of the competition. Grab your copy at any one of 600 locations around the island. Now let's start with our top story. Last weekend, a deadly road accident between a pickup truck and a motorbike with a family of 3 on it. It saw the death of a Myanmar woman from the impact, and now her 5-year-old son has succumbed to serious injuries sustained in the crash. The incident took place last Sunday on Chao Phao West Road near the Chalong Circle when the motorbike carrying a Myanmar mother, father, and their 5-year-old son, it slammed into the side of a pickup truck. In the police report, the 39-year-old truck driver was said to have been making a U-turn across the path of the motorbike when the accident occurred. He's now facing charges of reckless driving causing death. When police arrived at the scene, the mother, 35-year-old Bonin Biu, was pronounced dead soon after. But both 5-year-old Bla and his 39-year-old father, Tien Chaw, were rushed to Vashida Phuket Hospital's intensive care unit with serious head injuries. Bla was declared dead yesterday morning, according to police. His father is still recovering, but was released from the hospital yesterday. The rise in the number of infant monkeys at a popular monkey site in Rasada in the east side of Phuket town, it's causing a lot of concern following an inspection visit by the director of the Natural and Wildlife Education Center at Gao Prateo non-hunting area in Talang, who says those concerns will be addressed. A recent inspection visit by Director Ponchat Chowom at the 2 sites in Rasada this past Wednesday, one at King Keo Soi 9 and Soi Tanjin. It's revealed that an uptick of adolescent monkeys, about 35 adolescent monkeys at the King Keo Soi 9 site, while locals at the other site in Soi Tajin say that a group of monkeys come to their area every morning. The rise in the number of monkeys is cause for concern because just last year, officials held a series of town hall meetings to survey what locals wanted to do with the high number of monkeys that were causing a nuisance, and it was agreed to put in place a mass sterilization program to curtail their rising populations for fear that they could spread diseases and cause more trouble. Some of them were already taken to uninhabited islands just off of Phuket. Signs have been installed to inform visitors, tourists, of the dangers of inappropriate interactions with the monkeys. But after this week's inspections, Director Ponchat says they will have to reevaluate and discuss the issues for possible action. Read the full story at thephuketnews.com. After confessing to accidentally killing another tourist over a noise complaint last month at a resort in Caron, and then failing to show up to court to face charges of manslaughter, an Interpol Red Notice has now been issued for Norwegian fugitive Roger Bullman. Caron police sent the request to Interpol on Tuesday and got the confirmation this afternoon that they had issued a red notice for Bullman, with every police station in the country also on alert for the Norwegian national. Bullman was staying at a resort in Caron on August 21 when he and British national Amitpal Bajaj got into an altercation over the noise coming from 53-year-old Bullman's room, and Bajaj died from a chokehold, which Bullman admitted, but he maintains that the killing was an accident. Bullman was charged with manslaughter and trespassing by act of violence and is facing a total of up to 20 years in jail if convicted of both charges. Bullman had a court date set with Phuket Provincial Court on September 2nd to face the charges, but he was a no-show, and police on September 3rd said they were not worried he'd skip town since the court had his passport. But Caron police chief still has yet to explain why his officers ignored serving an arrest warrant for Bullman after the failed court appearance. Anyone with information on Bullman are urged to contact Caron police at the number below. Phuket Extra will be right back after this. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. Today is the global strike for climate, a protest taking place in Australia and the rest of the Pacific region where young protesters are demanding government action on climate change. And here in Thailand, about 200 young people took part by going to the Environment Ministry in Bangkok and, quote, dropping dead. Not literally, of course, as the protesters earlier today entered the government compound chanting, "Save our Earth," and then dropped to the ground to play dead, many of them carrying signs in one hand and their parents' hand in the other, with the signs demanding the Thai government tackle the climate change problem here in this country by declaring it an emergency, and also to stop using fossil fuels. One official from the Ministry of Natural Resource and Environment was quoted by Reuters in support of the protesters. They joined thousands of strikers around the world calling for government action to tackle the human factors that bring about climate change. With 9.29 million visitors per year, an average of 25,400 visitors per day, Phuket has the highest number of visitors per square mile per day than any other tourist destination in the world, according to a new report. Specialist travel insurance intermediary Columbus Direct released a report earlier this week, ranking Phuket number 1 in the world in tourists per square mile with 5,090 tourists per square mile, outpacing second place Palma de Mallorca, which recorded 2,900 visitors a day per square mile. That's not all, as Phuket town has been bestowed the ASEAN Clean Tourist City standard after inspections and evaluations of the town in 7 key areas of assessment by the ASEAN Clean Tourist Committee. The 7 criteria include environmental management, cleanliness, green space, health safety, and tourism infrastructure, among others. The award will be given at the 39th ASEAN Tourism Forum in Brunei this coming January. And that's it for Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. We'd like to get your feedback on any of the news you just watched, so drop us a line in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching, and until Monday, stay classy, Phukets.